Dylan, this is Matt DeFrance from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Just can you explain to us what your feelings are and what kind of the emotional toll has been the last week or so?
Yeah, I mean, definitely kind of a emotional roller coaster. That week was it's just kind of crazy. You don't know where you're gonna end up. So, but yeah, it's definitely different. I'm really excited to join the Blues. I've heard nothing but good things about the organization, about the group of guys. I think it'll be a great opportunity for myself. And but while saying that, I have nothing against Edmonton either. That was a great time there too. I'm gonna miss the guys, but excited for this opportunity for sure.
Dylan, this is Jeremy Rutherford from The Athletic. Talking to a few people, this offer sheet idea, the two of you kind of originated with Broberg. What was your mindset and what did it take for you to decide, yes, I want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much more that goes into it than people think. Like people just think that you look at the numbers and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take the better number or whatever. But for myself, I mean, we were trying to get a number with Edmonton, and we were just pretty far off in our negotiations, I'd say. And then with St. Louis too, I was able to talk to Doug Armstrong before I signed it, and he kind of gave me the vision of where St. Louis is going as a team, just how they have such a good young group of like a young core group, and then their goals for the next couple of years. So I figured that I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the offer sheet. So when you sign it, they could get matched, it could not. But I figured that if like either way, it would have been a good option for me, and I'm excited that I have an opportunity to play for the Blues now.
Hey Dylan, Lou Korek from NHL.com. Were you willing to do this just for the fact of you feel like maybe there's would have been more opportunity for you to maybe move up a lineup elsewhere and get more responsibility, and that would have been tougher to do maybe in Edmonton just because of the firepower and star power that they have?
Yeah, I mean for sure. I definitely feel like I'm going to get more opportunity here in St. Louis. Yeah, like you said, the Edmonton's got some pretty good star power up front, so it's going to be like near impossible to move those guys kind of out of their spots. And I think for me, it's I don't know. I'd say it's a bittersweet pill to swallow, just because you're gonna miss all the guys. That's a good relationships with the guys up there, but at the same time too, I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited to be part of this young group of guys here in St. Louis, and excited for the opportunity.
Just following up on Jeremy's question before, kind of what was the communication like between you and Phil throughout this process?
Yeah, I talked to him a bit before. It was just a weird thing, like the offer sheet thing. It doesn't really happen often, so we're both pretty new to it. So, but yeah, I talked to him a bit before after we signed it. I just said congratulations to him because either way, he was getting paid. So, it's always a good thing for him. And we're kind of talking throughout the whole week here because we just didn't hear anything from anybody until 7 a.m. this morning my time. So. But then I've been texting him a bit after, and it definitely feels better to be going somewhere with somebody that I know and I'm pretty close with. So, but yeah, I think that's about it for that one.
Dylan, last Tuesday when this announcement was made, I think everybody around the NHL, their jaws dropped. Two offer sheets to two players from the same team. What were you doing? Like as soon as it hit the internet and everybody reacted, did you see that reaction and what were you thinking?
Yeah, I did see the reaction. I knew it was coming out at 7:30 in the morning, so or yeah, 7:30 in the morning. So I always work out in the morning, so I'm at the gym with a few of the guys, and I kind of gave them a heads up, like, hey, this is gonna happen, and a few of them like didn't really like understand. They're like, oh, okay, like, and then it kind of blew up a bit. So it was kind of like the center of attention up here, and it was, I don't know, I was getting a bunch of mixed messages from fans on Instagram, but it is what it is. Edmonton's got passionate fans, and it's yeah, it's a kind of a crazy opportunity. Like you said, it doesn't happen often, but it is an opportunity that I couldn't really pass up.
And where are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Just at home right now. I live in Bragg Creek, Alberta, like just outside of Calgary. So.
What was that playoff experience like for you this year? And do you feel like just being a part of that is going to help you along in your career here?
Yeah, I think it'll help for sure. I mean, that playoff experience was incredible. Like we went on such a good run, and we were two shots away from winning the Stanley Cup. So, it's definitely it was hard the way to end it, but we were very proud of ourselves for for just what we accomplished in that playoff run. And I think for me as a player, it allowed me to grow and kind of just gain a lot more confidence playing in those big games, some crucial times, and trying to produce a little bit here and there is it's definitely big for the confidence. And I'm just trying to build off that to start next year.
Dylan, you mentioned talking to Doug Armstrong about the vision for the Blues. What was it about his vision that kind of sold it to you?
Yeah, I just think I like where his head was at. He was talking about how he wants to build a young core group of guys that kind of build up together. And I think now we got like 10 first round picks under the age of 25 or something. That was like his goal, is to accumulate first round picks. So, with the young core group of guys we got here, I think in the next couple of years, we could be a very, very good team. And it's exciting to think about.
Do you have any
We-
personal connections to Blues players at all?
I just know Jake Neighbors a little bit. He's a Calgary guy. I played against him growing up a little bit, and I've seen him, hung out with him a couple times. So I just know he's a great guy, and I've actually been texting him this week. So I think he's pretty excited, and I'm excited to be on the same team as him.
We asked
What are the
Philip.
strengths to your game?
Strengths to my game, I'd say I'm a good skater. I'd say my skating's probably my biggest aspect, and then I like to play physical too, and then mixing skill and physicality. So I try and play like both types of games.
You know a lot more about Philip than we do, but by all accounts, it seemed like he was really coming into his own, especially during the playoffs. What do you see in Philip? Do you see a guy who projects well and is getting ready to become that type of player?
Yeah, I think for sure. I've always been a fan of Philip's game. He's his raw abilities to be able to his size, his skating is unreal. Puck handling, shot, vision, everything. He's got all the tools, and I think he'll put it together really nice. And the playoffs for him definitely allowed him to gain more confidence. And a confident Broby is a very good player. So I'm excited to see what Broby can bring this year.
I know you said you had a good time in Edmonton and no, bad feelings. What do you think a game back in Edmonton is going to be like for you and Philip next season?
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. Like I said before, they definitely have very passionate fans and a lot of diehard fans. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some boos. But at the end of the day, I don't think the fans really understand the circumstances that we were put in. And but hopefully it's more of a warm welcome. I had nothing but good things to say about my time in Edmonton, but I could I could see them booing a little bit. But I think it'll be fun.